All right, so we talked about how some guys like contracts, some people think month to month, whatever. There's no right way, obviously, to do it at all. Like Barry's Boot Camp, you guys heard of that?
Mhm.
Yes.
They have like 9 locations, a couple of them are outside the country.
Uh-huh.
They just raised their prices from $250 a month to $325 a month.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty big gap increase, I would say. And they don't even do, everything's month to month, but they don't even reoccur their clients. You pay $325, it expires 30 days, and when they go to scan their key, they have to pay again. They don't even reoccur credit cards. That's how stupid their business model is. And they have 9 locations, and each location probably does, with what they charge, how many clients I see in there, they probably do they have full-time cleaning, mirror cleaning guys there while boot camp's
I
going
know,
on.
I
So
went
their
there.
overhead's high, so they gotta do like $100K a month at each one of those little small locations.
That's
So
crazy.
anyway, obviously they don't do contracts, they don't even do reoccurring credit cards, so there's not a perfect way to do anything. If you hear all the cell phone commercials and everything now, everything's going against contracts. Oh, we don't do contracts like the big companies do. We don't, all this stuff's like no contracts anymore. Not saying that it's wrong or what not, but I kind of don't like it. A contract does good for retention, but it doesn't really do necessarily anything for referrals except the fact that maybe they're there longer. So I wanted to do a program where it actually stimulated referrals and retention. So a lot of network marketing companies do this where it's 3 and it's free, and there's no better retention than free. They're not paying for it. So what I wanted to do was find a price point with no contract that I could do some kind of reoccurring referral commission. So it's not just they get half off their next month for referring someone. Every month that referral that they brought in stays on, they keep getting a commission for it or a discount for it. And that's where supplement companies make a lot of money, or network marketing companies, because they pay it over and over again. Do the work once, they get paid over and over again instead of a one-time
Residual.
commission. Yeah, residual commission. So basically, this would be, if you have an assistant, this would be real easy. Again, I haven't tried it yet, but I want to do where they have one referral. So the membership price is $147 a month. They get one referral in, their membership goes down to $97. They get a second one, $47, and they get their third referral, and they're at $0. Now they don't get, I wouldn't start paying them for a fourth and fifth one, maybe give them gift cards towards supplements or whatever. But basically, if you look at the average price, so now you have, they referred 3, so 3 people are paying $147 and they're at $0. So you divide $147 by 4 people, your average income per, your average membership price now is $110.25.
How did you get to that? I'm sorry. How did you get to that number one more time?
So the fourth person that referred these 3, they're now free, right? So that's $147 times the 3 people that are on it.
Mm-hmm.
Divide that by 4. That means the average membership price is $110.25.
Okay.
Okay, because you want to divide that fourth person who's not paying into it.
Mm-hmm.
So now your average membership is $120 or $110. So you were talking about finding your average membership price. So I found right now my programs are month to month $197 and 12 months for $147. But average, if I divide my gross of how many clients I have, I'm around $127 a month. Some people are on deals, they're paying $97 or whatever. So I'm at $127. With my business model, if I keep it, this is a little bit low. I want mine more above $125 a month for how many people I can fit in my gym and how many classes I want to run and what I want to take home after the gross. I want mine to be more at $125. So I could do, the only other thing I thought of doing was getting rid of all the contracts. Now my gym is just $197 a month. And for the first referral, I would give them a fast start bonus. So they would jump from $197 to $97 for their first referral. For their second one, they would go $47, and their third one, they would go free. This $197 times 3 clients divided by 4 for the person who's not paying would take the average to $147. So then I wouldn't be dipping down at all. But now the way you manage this is that your assistant would have a spreadsheet. So you would have client 001 with their name, and then they would have the referrals out to the side. So if a referral quits, whenever your assistant gets a cancellation in, the assistant would have to search that person's name who's canceling in your refer database and see whose name pops up in the spreadsheet, and they delete it from that person's
And then they start getting billed
profile.
again.
Yeah, and you would send that client an email and say, hey, one of your refers dropped out. You have a 30-day time frame to get another referral in, or your membership goes up $50, whatever price point. So if they're at $0, it's going to be $47. But even if most of your clients only brought in 1 or 2, then your average goes up. This might be $113 or $119 a month. But even if you just get them to $47, if they're at gym membership prices, they're still not going to quit. They're not going to quit coming to your boot camp for $47 a month. Even 97. 97 is the sweet spot price point where I'm at. Like if I was at 97, it'd be good, but it's a little bit low for how much workout room I got, because my place is 3,600 square feet, but this stupid lobby was built out because a car place was in there before me, and it looks cool, but there's just way too much lobby space. My workout area is probably 2,000, maybe a little bit less. So 35 people is getting like really cramped. So 8-9 time slots a day. There's only so many good time slots. You can't have time slots at midnight and 2 p.m. and stuff like that, where I'm at anyway. So, yeah, just as far as like referral generation goes and retention rate, this fixes, because no matter what, we're higher than everyone else. Like boot camps in Bakersfield are $50 a month. They run these huge 70-person, stupid, retarded kickboxing classes, and they call it boot camp. And so, from a push marketing perspective, it's hard to compete price-wise because they're getting a postcard. They only know it once they come in that it's worth more.
Well, which is why you're going to change your name, right?
Huh?
Which is why you're going to change your name, right?
Well, yeah, pretty much people call it Thompson Fitness now, but yeah, I just got to take the boot camp off. But no one can compete with free, so they're getting a better product, and all they have to do is refer. I mean, 3 people and they don't pay. 1 person, they're at $97 a month. I mean, most people get 1 person by accident just because they tell their friends they're doing it. So what I was thinking is when everyone signs up, they get a goodie bag. Maybe it's like a success journal with 3 gift cards and like an example text and Facebook post they can do when they get home that's like maybe converts well for stimulating referrals or something. And you give it, just say, I'm helping you out with whatever. So anyway, what do you think?
I think it's a brilliant idea, and how can you lose? I mean, I really like the method, and the only thing I don't like about it, is like I said, you need to have an assistant. I don't think like you as a business owner need to be behind this, and you need you need to have an assistant that's very good at keeping records and following up and all that kind of stuff, because I personally, if somebody falls out, man, I want to make sure they go back up to the price point, and right now, like, with 400, members, it could be a daunting task, but then again, if you have somebody that's doing it, I definitely think that it's totally worth it, and I think it's a brilliant idea. That's me.
If you look at how many cancellations you're really getting per week or per month, it's not going to be that much work for them. Plus, it's not like this is a benefit. You're not screwing your client when their referral quits by putting them. You're putting them back up to the regular price. It's not like your membership's overpriced at the full price. It's worth that. So this program's not really for people who can't afford your boot camp. Really, it's people who want to get it down, but they need to be able to afford the first price anyway.
The only thing, John, is you're not screwing them. That once somebody pays a certain amount of certain thing, and all of a sudden you raise them for whatever reason, even if you already told them that. I have had that experience before. For whatever you lower them, and all of a sudden they'll go, well, come on, I prefer this. It's not my fault she didn't stay, and then next thing you know, they quit because they feel like you did them wrong, whether you did it or not. I mean, it's just one of those things that once that at a certain point, they feel like they earned it forever.
That's the one thing that I was thinking about it too, especially.
But they do earn it forever as long as they stay on. How hard is it? Go get one more person. It's not that hard to get. Like, because I have had clients that have referred 8-9 people before, and what sucks for them is they get 4 months of boot camp and then they're back to the regular price. They're the ones that feel like they want it forever because they got you 8 people in. You're like, well, yeah, well, 7 of them stopped. You only got 1 that still comes here. Yeah, but I still made you all that money. So I hear that more often than I think I would hear it here, because they're actually getting a residual referral benefit from it.
Well,
it's not
actually,
just a one time.
I don't think anybody in the fitness industry has done this. You're probably the first one.
Yeah. I think it's definitely.
If you were still with Fit Body Bootcamp, it will be on SteveHawken.com as the new method now.
That's why I said it's human billboard.
Human billboard.
Sort sales, whatever.
I think it's definitely worth putting into it and see. You don't know. We can theoretically say how it's going to work now. And in theory, it's great. I can see definitely the benefits of it. I think it's genius. I can see a couple of things that might go wrong, but we don't know until you put the rubber to the road. You know what I mean? So
I mean, the worst case scenario, you keep the people on it that were doing good, that had refers, and just not let it happen. No new people can start. Take the poster down and say we don't do that for free, and it's free anymore.
And I like the name.
The problem that I see with it is it sounds really, really good. I think that the minute you bump somebody back up, you're gonna lose them. They've gone down, now their friends quit. Friends come together, and I always see this. A group of women will come, they come 5, 6, 7, they're the little sewing circles, 7 of them comes together, one quits, another quits, next thing you know, all 7 of them are gone.
Well, they're quitting anyway. The friend still leaves whether they
Yeah,
get the
I
referral
just-
or not.
I don't.
You can always, you still, it's not like it's
Just
it's
for-
in a
for me,
contract.
for
You can still say,
myself.
well, I'll keep you on at 47 if you like the person. You were already doing that earlier, right? You said you trained someone for $50.
If somebody, well, I have a few people, if they, like, you know, when you're doing the sales process, this is the last minute thing. Like, they just can't afford your program, but you want to help them out. And then you just say, hey, well, what can you afford? I've had people go, well, you know, I could do $50 a month. And my response to that is, I can do $50 a month if you pay me for 6 months up front. As a matter of fact, I do have a program for you, $300 for 6 months. Every time you refer me somebody, I'll give you $50 back. I don't do the half off the next month thing. I actually pay them cash in front of all of my clients. Hey, so-and-so just referred me so-and-so, new to our family, thank you very much. Like a little reward for you. I do it right in front of everyone. So then everybody sees that I hand that money out.
Over the years, when it comes to stimulating referrals, you know, the thing that I've seen motivate people the most, and it's like the weirdest thing, you know, because I've even, you know, even for training, I've given a free month, you know, for every, for every person. I'll give them free personal training, you know. But it seems like, and I don't know your guys' experience, but in my experience, whenever I got somebody like a physical gift, you know, not from my, you know, not, oh, they give you a free, and even though like a free boot camp is worth so much more, you know, like if I give somebody a free boot camp, it's $100, $150.
Yeah.
They don't value it as much as, say, if I want to get somebody like a $25 gift card,
More personal.
yeah, to a restaurant. You know, it's the weirdest thing, you know, because I remember whenever you know, I was, you know, in the field and a client referred somebody. I remember at one time I went to the movie theater and got $1,000 worth of gift cards, movie gift cards, like $25 movie gift cards. They go, like, what's going on? They call the manager. I just got a whole bunch of them, just save it. And every time I got a referral, they're like, $1,000 worth of gift cards. I'm like, yeah, I got them. And I'm over there, boom, a gift card. You know, and you know, I think, you know, with a little, you know, I said, well, thank you so much for referring so and so. You know, here, and here's your movie, and you know, here's a movie tickets and some popcorn. No butter on the popcorn.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was like my little no butter. And next thing you know, it was the weirdest thing. I couldn't figure it out. It was one of those things. As soon as I give that to them, I'm like, I start getting like 2 or 3 more referrals from the same person. You know, and I to this day I can't put my hand on why that works so well. And then I'll give somebody, hey, you know, if you refer somebody, I give you a free personal training. That cost me $500.
Yeah.
It's because you took time out of your day to do something
That
for
per-
them.
that personal touch,
You're
I think,
already
is-
here is what they're thinking. Or you're already here. Me coming in an extra time is nothing for you.
I think it's like the way like your wife would think. You know, like my wife has a great life. You know, for me it's like, I mean, you know,